Boom, ever onward tribe, July Commander's Coffee. I'm going to make a quick apology about June's Commander's Coffee, which doesn't exist. My family and I did a Griswold-esque Western road trip, and I did my best to utterly unplug, which was good medicine, but I now found myself digging out of an absolutely Herculean set of challenges to kind of catch up. But I needed the time, and it was well spent with family and loved ones. So I'm happy to be back. And instead of telling just a very specific, succinct story, I want to talk a little bit about what I've been thinking on and opportunities to kind of get together in a better environment. I try not to do too much selling on these posts, but the world is opening up. It feels like we're coming back to companies and corporations, events, teams are starting to happen and want to get in person. And a couple of things I've been somewhat ruminating on is this idea of over this time we've done a tremendous amount of remote kind of virtual communication. I think that's going to continue, and I've counseled a bunch of companies on this, but that's a theme or a concept that if you want to unpack it further and do something a little more significant, SEALs and special operators are uniquely capable at being very succinct in their communications and direct and making comms time count, because we're in austere remote locations where we have to pass critical information quickly to make big decisions and do that effectively up and down the chain of command. And so I've packaged that into something that can kind of be great for a team or an organization that's going to in particular continue to do things virtually. So that's one kind of program that I've developed a little bit that I've really enjoyed. The other one is sort of this return from the battlefield. I feel this year has somewhat made some people feel like they were at war in a combat scenario, being home, being away from work, friends, family, loved ones. And when we came back from combat, for many, many years, we did not do that well. I mean, I remember one time being on the battlefield, I was in a relatively horrific gunfight on a Wednesday, and by Friday morning, I was back stateside in a little sports car with my bride heading to a movie. I remember I'm driving in the fast lane, 80 miles an hour in San Diego. I see a big pile of trash up on the horizon. I go whipping across 4 lanes of traffic, because we do that in our Humvees without putting a turn indicator on. And as I look over and I see my bride's got her claws dug into the dashboard of the car, I said, you should probably drive for the next couple of weeks. It was just kind of unraveling and undoing that intense period of time and how to come back and reintegrate into a team, into your life, and so on. I think COVID has done this. So I've got another program that kind of focuses on how do you return from battle and get your team back up and running. Some people are going to do it well. Some people are going to struggle. Some people are still scared. And I've got some great ideas on how to unpack that and look at a way to do that in a way that really leads towards success. So if you want to find me, if you want to book me for a speaking event or coming to work with your team and doing some consulting, just go to www.rourkedenver.com, and there's a way to reach out to my team. You can book me there, and I really look forward to unpacking some of those ideas and working on it with you. Next month, we'll get into a more succinct story. It's great to be back. I wish you all the best. Ever onward.